Hello! It's me, Jonny! How are you? I'm alright. Been a weird day, but pretty good, all told. Had a, had a funeral for somebody who I wasn't particularly close to, but a lot of travelling, a lot of, being around folks I didn't super know, and being like, oh, so how did you travel up? So it was all right, but feeling it a bit having returned. Plus, it is the first time in way too long. Well, no, not too long, but a long time. Probably since the start of the pandemic, I've had to wear a stiff collared shirt for the entire day, and I don't know if you can actually see, but there is a a sore red line right around the back of my neck. That is because of that. Also, I met, but on the way back, I met a fan on the street, on the train, which is weird because I don't get recognised a lot. It has happened once or twice before, but broadly speaking, I mean, one of the things about working primarily in an audio and written medium is my face is not super well known. But it was really lovely. But I felt so sort of self-conscious because I was just in this incredibly just normal suit, and I don't know what I feel I should have looked like. I should have looked more interesting, but I couldn't be no, I don't normally wear just a shirt and suit. I was at a funeral, and I can't say that because I can't be because then they're she's gonna be oh no, I talked to Jonny when he was coming back from a funeral. That's dreadful. And it's no, it's fine. But anyway, so cool day. Well, no, a day of ups and downs. But I am here. I am playing Elden Ring. So the way I'm trying to play Elden Ring this time is I've played it mostly through in my own time, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what's going on. I've gone. Don't send to rest. Stupid thing. I don't really know what's going on. I've picked up a few odds and ends, but it's even by FromSoft standards, the world building in Elden Ring is oblique. And so I have decided that I'm going to do a lore-heavy run. I'm going to try and talk to everyone. I'm going to look at all the item descriptions, and I am going to try and figure out what's actually going on in Elden Ring. And I'm doing it. I'm also doing a kind of a tour guide thing, because it's so open world. I've spent quite a long time there's lots of different NPCs, and they all have different quests which overlap in different ways. I've gone through and tried to I'm only about a third of the way, I think, through the game in my planning. Tried to plan out the optimum route to show off everything with the minimum just running back and forth and having to leap all over the map. So that is what I'm going to try and do. It may be scuppered if I die too much, but then again, I'm probably just going to grind a bunch in between streams, because I'll be honest, I kind of want I don't actually enjoy playing I don't enjoy fights in Elden Ring enough to worry to not be I'll just over level, I'm kind of quite happy to over level. And play. One other thing, which is probably a bit of a disappointment for folks, I am probably going to be playing this in offline mode for two reasons. Firstly, online mode has a lot of distracting stuff. I spend too long reading the notes, and invasions just irritate me. But also, I may have forgotten to renew my PS Plus account, and only discovered it just now. So we're playing in offline mode. That's fine. That's good. Bear Merchant says, "Oh no, let me solo her." We'll see. We'll see if offline. We'll see if offline survives contact with that boss. I haven't actually tried yet, but we will see. So I've got a few Kofis to get through up top. First, some of the stragglers from last Sunday's Jane Austen Book Club. Kofi from Raina. Hi, Sasha. Thanks for... Which is not me, but I will pass it on to Sasha. Thanks for Jane Austen Book Club. I've just started following along, and although I can never catch the stream live because time difference... Sorry, I'll read this as it's written. Because time difference... having it to look forward to every Monday makes the start of the week a little brighter. Kofi from Ryu here. I'll be missing the stream tonight because I'm going to the stage show of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time. Might be able to join the very end of the stream. If I make the early bus, but just in case, hello from the VOD. Have a great stream, everyone. Well, I hope you really enjoy the show, if you're watching this on the VOD. And if you join at the end of the stream, I'll probably just say that again. Kofi from Kiara. Hi, Jonny, Sasha, Mods, Cats, and Chat. Missing the streams today as I'm bartending at a jazz festival all weekend. Good news of the week is I'm officially moving country on Tuesday. Woo! Lots to do, but very worth it. Good luck starting Elden Ring. Catch you on the VOD. And that is super cool. Bartending at a jazz festival sounds, I mean, I'll be honest, it sounds exhausting and stressful, but also cool. Like, it's one of those things that, like, I'm almost certain it sounds much cooler than it is to do. But I hope you enjoy serving drinks in your jazz hands. Kofi from Probs Not Hawkeye. Howdy. This is a Kofi to let you know that your Tumblr is giving very big Neil Gaiman Tumblr vibes, TM, and it has been a joy to see. Very excited to watch you Elden some rings, ring some Eldens, and many congratulations about PITCRAWLER funding. Well, thank you. And yeah, I hopped back onto Tumblr a few days ago. I'll be honest, I'm not actually leaving Twitter, but like the whole Elon Musk thing made me go like, oh, you know what? I miss Tumblr a bit, and so I did a big post where it was like, I'm back, baby, and everyone was like, oh no, my horrible weird Magnus content. I haven't had the chance to say. I mean, I've probably seen it. I stopped posting on Tumblr, but I'd still occasionally like pop in and just like check the temperature of stuff well, it's like the chance that I have seen any specific weird post, pretty low. The chance that I am unfamiliar with any of the many weird ripples within the Magnus fandom is like I probably know. But I'm very much enjoying returning to Tumblr. I feel a lot less like. I feel like I've become very gun-shy on Twitter. Like, it's such a, like, I don't know, the vibe there is so serious and sharp that, like, I feel really hesitant to, like, just fire off a joke, you know, on Twitter. Whereas Tumblr, I'm enjoying a lot more just being like, you know, I'm just enjoying tumbling. And Kofi from Uffit. Good news, I guess. Got paid. Also got a cost of living increase. Naturally, it doesn't cover the actual increase of the cost of living, but hey, more money. Have some. Thank you, Uffit. And yeah, cost of living is... Yikes! Props not Hawkeye and Uffit gifted subs. Anonymous gifted a sub. Thank you very much. Now, shall we start a new game of Elden Ring? I need to figure out, like, I feel like I should have a way of saying the Elden Ring. Oh, that might be it. The Elden Ring. Yes, I think that's the one. So, let us enter the Elden... No, I lost it. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Opening cutscene. I've forgotten all this. Oh, I need to create my character from scratch. Okay. Is there lore stuff? Is the question. So let's start. Oh no, okay. Is there lore stuff for the different? Because like I feel like right from the start I need to be a full like lore hunter. In this, prophet, astrologer, bandit, hero, warrior, or vagabond. So it gives you the attributes, but it doesn't give you any sort of backstory. No. Let's just push on with vagabond for now. Origin vagabond. Ah, okay. Right. Okay, so I've got some description here. So a knight exiled from their homeland to wander. A solid armor-clad origin. Okay. A nomad warrior who fights wielding two blades at once. An origin of exceptional technique. Hero, a stalwart hero, at home with a battle axe, descended from a Badlands chieftain. Okay. A dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, excels at ranged combat with bows. Astrologer, a scholar who reads fate in the stars, heir to the school of Glimstone sorcery. Okay. A seer, ostracized for inauspicious prophecies, well versed in healing incantations. A capable fighter from the distant land of reeds, handy with katana and longbow. A prisoner bound in an iron mask, studied in glintstone sorcery, having lived among the elite prior to sentencing. Interesting. Okay. A church spy, adept at covert operations, equally adept with a sword as they are with their incantations. And a poor, purposeless sod, naked as the day they were born. A nice club is all they have. Okay, so I guess what we can so we know that there are Badlands. We know that there's a land of reeds. We know that there is a church. Heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. So one assumes that glintstone sorcery is like uncommon in the wider world. So there are prophecies. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Which one do we feel like? Coolcare saying vagabond seems most tour guidey. That is fair. Someone was saying Jess says astrologer because nothing says tour guide like a broke student's side job. That is quite fun. Also starts with quite a high intelligence, which is nice. Could always go with wretch, you know. Always. Does the wretch description imply they were born wearing a loincloth? Yes, it does. Yeah, this is how the wretch was born. That is canon. That is what it says. Well, no. It says what it canonically says is that at some point on the day they were born, they were given a loincloth and for this body, a strip of cloth. Maya 6964 gifted a sub. Lovely, thank you. I don't know. I should have given this some thought beforehand. Okay, let's see. I probably want a high intelligence and a high faith because a lot of the lore feels like it is contained within the spells. Maddie says go samurai for the starting weapon. What is the samurai starting weapon? I can't see what that. I mean, it's a katana or an ushi katana of some sort, which is handy with katana and longbows. So in my personal playthrough, what I have largely done is made a shirtless pirate who hits things with a massive fucking anchor, and has done the whole game. And that's a lot of fun. That's been a lot of fun. I don't think it is, however, necessarily how I want to play this one. Bandit is fun. Like, I think they're all potentially fun. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll a d10. I'm gonna roll a 10-sided dice. And whereas are these dice? No, those are d6s. Whereas, hold on, I've got to bring out my tea chest full of dice. Okay, let's see. Probably going to use this blood-spattered one, because that feels the most appropriate for what's going to happen. 5. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, astrologer. Lovely. Okay. We start as an astrologer. Name. Right. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Yes, I think this feels right. You thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? You thought I'd forgotten. You were like, oh, you just skipped over that mention of PITCRAWLER in that Kofi. That's a bit weird. No, back PITCRAWLER. Do it. Go to Indiegogo. It's live. It's been live for 4 days and it's slowing down. And you know, when it starts to slow down that first time, oh, you get that jonesing. And it's the 29th, so most people have had their payday now, so I know you can afford it. Well, if you can't afford it, obviously don't back it if you can't afford it. But the PDF's only 13 quid, so just back PITCRAWLER. It's me. Hello, it's crowdfunder Jonny. I bet you forgot I was here, but I'm here. And I'm really, really keen for you to go and back PITCRAWLER. So PITCRAWLER, for those of you who don't know, myself and Sasha, we are MacGuffin & Company. We run and create tabletop RPGs. And one we have just started putting out is a 2-player... it's a 2-player sort of fantasy nonsense game. It's inspired by old school adventure game books and choose your own adventures, and like... It's sort of very much wizards spray painted on the side of transit vans sort of vibe. It is super cool. I am so excited about it, and it is live on Indiegogo at this exact moment. It's got thumbs. You can use thumbs as a mechanic. So you know how in an old adventure game book, when you were about to turn to a page, and you were like, "Oh, I think this might go wrong. I'm pulling this lever, and there's every possibility this lever is gonna kill me." What you would often do is you just leave your thumb in the previous page, and that way, if somehow your character died horrifically, because turns out that lever opened the pit of vipers, and it often did open the pit of vipers in a lot of those like fighting fantasy games. If it did, you'd just be like, "Oh, sorry, I turned to that page by accident. And you just turn back to where your thumb was." And so in this, you've got the player. So there's the GM, who's essentially the book, and there's the player, who is the adventurer. And if you start with a certain number of thumbs, at any point you can just pop down a thumb, and then for up to 10 minutes, or until you accept a dice roll, you can flick back to that sort of little save point. Which is, it's really cool. So yes, please do go check it out. The whole campaign, like, I'm very proud of the campaign on Indiegogo. I think it looks. I'm really proud of how it looks. I mean, I did a lot of the graphics myself, and it does, I think, a better job of selling it than I am here and now. But it looks. I'm so excited, and some of the stretch goals are really, 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 really good. I want to get to 30 grand because then we can commission a full. So for the trailer, we did a trailer. It's very good. Go watch it. Yeah. So for the trailer, we commissioned Tin Can Audio to do us like a prog rocky soundtrack, and it is so good. I am listening to it just for fun all the time. And I wanted at 30,000, we're commissioning a full album of tracks for PITCRAWLER, and oh boy, I want that stretch goal. So yes. Anyway, Buck PITCRAWLER is going to be the name of our adventurer, because that is who I am, and that is, yeah. Turns out, Elden Ring is turns out, well, what's the deal with Elden Ring? The deal of Elden Ring is back PITCRAWLER. The deal of Elden Ring is marketing for me, Jonny. So, there we go. Right. Anywho, what do we got? Land Between rune. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between. Used to gain many runes. Okay. So runes, because like one of the things I've played through a lot of this game, and I'm like, one of the things I'm like, what the fuck are runes? So, rune is the gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between. So okay. So it's like a physical version of grace. Crimson Amber Medallion, that's quite nice. A golden seed is oh no, cat, no, don't attack the microphone. Thank you. Golden seed washed ashore from the lands between, said to enhance sacred flasks. I mean, it does enhance sacred flasks, and that's starting off with an extra flask charge is no small thing. So the idea here is that you are not from the lands between, and this is a golden seed that has washed up where you are from. Fanged it. The ashes of small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. Cracked pot. Three strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. Swordstone key, always good. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power. Said to originate from the demigod Michaela. So there are demigods. One of them's called Michaela, who is bewitching. Should probably be noting these down. Here we are. A Metroid Dread notebook. So I'm just gonna note down Michaela bewitching. Because I want to try and keep track of some of these characters. Right. Boiled prawn. 5 pieces of boiled prawn. Boosts physical damage negations. Okay, and Shabari's Woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. So that's, I assume, if you want to make the game just harder for yourself. Okay. So, you know what? I'm probably just going to go with a golden seed. Because, well, it's an extra flask charge. And if I'm an astrologer, I'm probably going to need a bunch of focus flasks. A bunch of cerulean flasks. So I'm going to go with the golden seed. Also, from a story point of view, I like the idea that it was this golden seed washing up on the shores of back PITCRAWLER's homeland that inspired this quest to the lands between. Right, choose base template. I see. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of folk. Okay, so warrior, the most common face among the tarnished. After all, they were all warriors once. Okay. So what's a tarnished then? I mean, I know I'm a tarnished. I know everyone calls me tarnished. But, so, all tarnished were once warriors. Interesting. So how did they become... What? Alright. Truth seeker, the face of an austere pilgrim. There are many roads to truth. Aristocrat. Oh, look how pale. Oh, look how pale she is. A regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the lands between. A loner. Face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk well versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. Okay. So loners are not... So loner is like a group rather than like a description of who you are. Northerner, a face found among the hardy people of the unforgiving north. Some say they're descended from giants. Okay. Reedlander, the face of one who wanders the seas in search of their home in the lands between. Alright. The face of the faraway isolated land of reeds, where blood is a familiar sight. Okay. Draconian, the stony face of the people of the ancient dragons, among whom life is typically short. Right. So there are ancient dragons who have... The people of the ancient dragons. Does that mean people descended from the ancient dragons, or people who, like... Yeah. Night folk. The features of those known as night folk. Few in number. They were said to bleed silver long ago. That doesn't help me at all. I don't understand. And Newman. The face of the Newman. Supposed descendants of denizens from another world. Long-lived, but seldom born. I mean, is that... Like, I mean, I make a joke that, like, oh, it's the Lord of the Elden Ring. But is that not just the Numenor? Like, long-lived, but... Supposed descendants of denizens from another world. Who might those be? Interesting. Okay. So the seafarers are theoretically from the lands between. And I might be a seafarer. Yeah. I feel like seafarer feels right. Like you find this, you find yourself a little seed, and you're like, oh, I shall find the lands between. So that implies that the lands between have been lost. That most people don't know where the lands between are. Detailed appearance. Age. Probably mature, that's fine. Mature voice. Right. Let's hear. Ugh. I'll be honest, I'm not hearing a vast amount of difference. Let's go with mature voice 2. Keep skin color as it was for, like, I'll be honest, I'm not really one to be like tinkering with, like, oh, I need to make, unless I'm making a particularly fancy man. I'm not one to be like, oh, I need to tinker with the width of the jawbone. But I will potentially. Yeah, that's a decent face. But I do obviously want to try some different hair. That's very boy band hair. That's also boy. It's a lot of... Okay, that's not so much boy band, but I feel like there's a lot of boy band hair in this game. What's that one? Oh, I do quite like a long plait. A bun. Oh. little bit of a... It's like... No, it's not Princess Leia, but... oh, that's all the way back. So I think... Let's go with... where was it? Yeah, let's go with the long plat. The rest, let's see. Eyes, fine. Eyelashes, cosmetics. Oh no, that's just... Ah, here we are. Tattoos, eye patches, etc. Tattoo mark. Oh, interesting. Yes, I think maybe... I definitely want some sort of horrible scar, you know? Or one of these... tattoos. Trouble is, I feel like there's definitely lore behind all of these symbols, but I could not... Actually, some of them I do kind of recognise, but... this looks like... You know what? Because this is like the big rune on the cover. But no, I think I'll probably just have a horrible scar. Probably move it down a little bit. Oh, wrong way. There we are. Actually, maybe the other side. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no. Chicks dig scars. It's me. I'm Chicks. Eye patch? Eye patch? Probably not going to go with the full eye patch. But, oh, do I want an eye patch? No, you know, I think I'm actually good. I think I'm... Yeah. Happy with that. Okay. And thus we meet back PITCRAWLER. Oh shit. I just looked at chat and they're all like, "What happened to not making a pirate, Jonny?" And that's fair. Actually, that's real. That's really very fair. It's really fair. I have just made another pirate, but no, it's a magic pirate. It's a pirate who's learned glintstone sorcery. So you know. Kofi from Remy Bees. Hi Jonny, I've missed a whole bunch of streams because of bad mental health times, but I'm so glad to be back. These streams bring me joy and chat are the loveliest. My little bit of good news is I have a mullet. It's awful, I love it. And an official ADHD diagnosis. Spicy. Well, I'm really happy about one of those things. Guess which one? It's your diagnosis. Your diagnosis is good. Your mullet is... I haven't seen it, but I'm willing to make a wager. Maddie and Jess disputing over the golden seed on the Discord. Jess could not, like, Maddie's like, "You always want the golden seed to start." I don't know why that's the voice I gave you, Maddie. Obviously, you actually sound, "You always want the golden seed to start." That's I mean, everyone's like, "What? Did Maddie just join the stream?" No, it was me. And Jess is saying that she could not disagree more. Kofi from KO for salesperson Jonny because it is payday. Yes. And Kofi from Makura Books. Hi Jonny, Sasha et al. Tomorrow is Independent Bookstore Day here in the US. Hoping we sell lots of books including 13 stories. And congrats on PITCRAWLER zooming through stretch goals. Well, thank you. And, I mean, I hope you sell loads of cool books as well, including mine, but also including others. Tag MacGuffin Company in if you're tweeting about it, and we'll give you a boost. Kofi from Saito Sign. Turns out crowdfunding, Jonny, is very effective. Just backed PITCRAWLER and I'm very excited. Yes! Yes! If you if you want a stream of me just being like, yes! Just let me know when you've backed PITCRAWLER. Don't lie though, because I won't know and I'll feel joy, but then I'll see that it's not changed and I'll be crushed. You know. Anywho, an update on Remby's crickets. Not great, some of them died because they got cold, but the remaining 500 odd now live in a bigger box and my little sister has some. That's, good. I was wondering about those crickets. Well, I wasn't wondering about those crickets, I've just remembered all the crickets. Anywho, shall we play some... some of this, the Elden Ring. Let's go. Starting game with this character. Is that okay? Yes. So, opening cutscene. Here's where we learn what everything's all about.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Oh, okay. Good. So someone's forging a ring. Oh no, someone's forging something. We don't know it's a ring.
The great Elden Ring.
Oh, are they shattering it?
Shattered.
But who was that? Someone with a ponytail similar to mine.
Across the fog. The lands between.
Okay, so the lands between are... Oh, hello. I've forgotten all of this.
Queen Marika the Eternal.
So Queen Marika is the queen of the lands between, one assumes.
And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden.
So Godwyn the Golden was murdered in the Night of Black Knives.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods,
Okay.
claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Okay, so I recognise some of these characters.
The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Don't know what that is. That's new. Well, it's not new, but I don't recognise it.
A war from which no lord arose.
Okay.
A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
Okay, so there's a lot of concepts being thrown around here.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live.
Okay, so Tarnished are undead.
The call of long lost grace speaks to us all.
Okay, so... I don't know.
Follow, chieftain of the Badlands.
Okay.
The ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. The loathsome dung-eater. And Sir Gideon Othniel. The all-knowing.
Okay, so these are all... So these are all tarnished, then, one assumes. So who was it who was listed? So there was Gold Mask, Gideon, Dung Eater.
One other, whom grace would again bless.
Oh, so that's me.
A tarnished of no renown.
Okay, so
Cross the fall. and become the Elden Lord.
Okay. So, what I'm having, it's really good actually, because now I have a bit, like, I have some context in the back of my head about some of these characters. So, those 5, because the thing is, when I first saw them, I assumed those 5 were like bosses or something. But actually, it looks, I guess that those, so, let's see, there was Gold Mask, Fear, Deathbed Companion, the Dung Eater, Gideon, and who was the first? Who was the first of them? The Chieftain, the Chieftain Lu. Yes, okay. So those are the 6, so, and me. Though we are the 6 tarnished who are specifically seeking the Elden Ring. We are seeking to become the new Elden Lord. And I guess the Lands Between is somewhere that you go when you die. So it's like a mystic realm, because we're dead. But we have ended up in the Lands Between. So we haven't, but not, I guess not all dead come here. And this is where the demigods live. And once all was chill, but then there was the Shattering, and there was a big old war, because Godric the Golden got stabbed by the Black Knives, Queen Marika is vanished, and then everyone was just killing each other, because they've all got shards of the Elden Ring. Okay. Maddie is saying slowest speedrun ever. I'm going to be honest, Maddie. This may set records for the longest game of Elden Ring. So Memory of Grace. The memory of first grace, which once guided bygone tarnished to the Lands Between. Lose all runes and return to the last site of grace visited. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring. Become the Elden Lord. Okay, so the Tarnished used to be guided to the Lands Between by grace. So I'm feeling like it feels like the Lands Between are kind of like because it said that all Tarnished were once warriors. So it feels like the Lands Between may be like a kind of a Valhalla thing. And like great warriors used to be guided by grace to the Lands Between, but it's now a memory. It's all fucked. Anything else? Golden Seed. Found at the base of an illusory tree. When the Elden Ring was shattered, these seeds flew from the Erd tree, scattering across the various lands, as if life itself knew that its end had come. Okay. So when the shattering happens, so the ring has something to do with this big Erd tree, which you'll see shortly. My spells. Glintstone Pebble. The most basic sorcery of the Academy of Rea Lucaria. The glintstone serves as a conduit, launching a magical projectile at foes. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. This is a universal first step on the journey to true knowledge of sorcery. And Glintstone Arc, one of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Rea Lucina. Blah, blah, blah. Granted to sorcerers who depart from the Academy to embark on journeys in order to fend off large groups of would-be adversaries. Fools often roam in packs. Isn't that right, chat? Oh! What? Chatburn! Anyway. So, looks like these are sorceries that... Because it said that the astrologer was an heir to glintstone sorcery, so one assumes that I am not actually from the Academy of Rea Lucaria, because that is in the Lands Between, and I that is somewhere that you go when you die. Short sword. I don't think there's any lore in this short sword. Reliable standard damage. Good. Okay, astrologer's staff. Staff of the astrologers. Okay, brilliant. That's not actually that useful to me, alas. In terms of lore, it's just explains that it is used to cast sorceries. Small wooden shield. An ancient cipher engraving lines. An ancient cipher engraving lines the circumference. Though it isn't much, it boosts holy damage negation. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's just an anti-holy cipher. But it is interesting that, like, magic is maybe counter to holiness? Who can say? Warned by those who look to the cosmos above, they read fate in the stars and are said to be heirs of the glintstone sorcerers. But alas, the night sky no longer cradles fate. Is this something to do with being cut off from the greater... abandonment by the greater will? So, interesting. Yeah, this is all just the same. The night sky no longer cradles fate. Interesting. Yep. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be wearing a hood. Because one thing... I'm just I can't be bothered to wear hats in Soulsborne games. I made a character. I'm going to look at the character. Pillage remains of... Oh, there's a lady. She's dead. Read message. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. This is actually possibly one of the other advantages of doing a offline run through. Is I know for a fact the only messages I'm going to be seeing are the ones the game actually wants me to read. Tarnished's wizened finger. Okay, so this is another tarnished, potentially. Used to write messages. A finger of corpse wax, so emaciated the bone is visible. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Interesting. Okay. Now, I'm probably... Out we come. The Chapel of Antici. Patient. Now, let's see. So that's parry with the shield. Now, I've never really used a staff in my right hand before. Is that... Oh, that's just hit. So it's still just... It's always just the one spell. It's always just the one spell, in which case I'm probably going to do that thing. I'm probably going to go sword here. Just because it feels more... Oh, a kick. That's fun. Ugh. Oi! You want to learn some magic? Ugh. Yeah. I don't think there's any items about. Though I do remember that last time I explored down here and immediately fell off and died. But we're not doing that again. Gravity shall be no enemy of mine this game. So off we go. So those are statues of Queen Marika, who's always in that pose. On we go. Everything seems fine. No problem at all. Definitely. Uh-oh! A baddie! Oh. Oh, shit. Shit, yeah. I got murdered. Yeah, like, to be fair, the astrologer has basically 0 armor, and not much in the way of damage negating stats, so yeah, that was a very quick murder, very quick death. Oh, I've been thrown into some corpse place.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
Okay.
We found her here after all.
There's Torrent, who we will get to know better later.
One of her kind is sure to seek the
Elden Ring.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Okay, I don't know what the Golden Order is yet, but I guess we'll find out. One assumes it has something to do with grace, because grace is, like, it said grace of gold for that rune. One of them golden little shrubs. A flask of crimson tears, a flask of cerulean tears. Wonderful. Let's just set those to, I believe, sorry. I like you to be on the left, on the right, and you to be on the left. Oh, a message. The cave of knowledge lies below. We'll go through the cave of knowledge. Brave tarnish to take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. I will indeed. This is, yeah. I guess this is where I found the tears. Let's see what it says about them flasks. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation to seek the Elden Ring. Okay. A sacred flask modelled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Okay, so I found... No, I was given it, but Melina gave me this magic flask. Melina gave me a magic flask that has kept me alive when I was almost killed and thrown into this place. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Let's go check out the Cave of Knowledge. Whoop. Do, do, do. Side of Grace. Didn't give me any lore there. Lost Grace discovered. Flasks. Oh, I can add a charge to a flask. Yes, thank you. Because I've got that. Allocate flasks. Probably 3 and 2 for now. Because of how I'm doing wizard shit. You know. Wizard shit! Ha ha ha! Oh, sorcerer's incantations, yep. Wizard! Guarding. I have no interest in guarding. Wizard! I do like dodging, but first, haha! I've never used the kick before in my playthroughs as a skill, but actually, oops, Oh. Some roa fruit. Okay. Let's have a look. What is a roa fruit? Berry-like red fruits that grow in shrubs. Material used for crafting items. Easily found everywhere in the lands between. It has a wide variety of uses. Okay, so just a nice fruit that you often get in the lands between. Okay. Wielding armaments, yes. Yep. Ha 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 ha! Oh, whoops. Wizard shit. I'm actually... I don't know, the kick has really... Whoop! Aha! Ah! I'm actually quite enjoying playing back pit crawler kick wizard. Kick! Oh! Oh no! Goodness! The kick. It failed. But how? Yes, I've already discovered about the kick, the skills, thank you. Oh, crouching, yes please. Ha-ha! Oh, oh. Sneak, 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 stab. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Right. Stance breaking. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course I remember a charge attack. Whoops. Whoop. Wah. Stab. Lovely. This is all going brilliantly. Statue of Marika. Upon dying, you will be ride at the last of grace. Statue of Marika. Okay. Oh, stake of Marika. Which one assumes she would be in the, like, position, but it's broken off the arms. Oh, we got a boss. Best. What am I doing? Best have a drink. Wizard! Oh, yes. Well. That, you know. Obviously I was going to do that. I was going to do a guard counter. I could. I could do a guard counter if I wanted. I just don't wanna. You know, I just don't wanna do a guard counter. I could, but I choose not to. Strength. Okay. Was that? How does one get up there, though? Is a question. Because there's a thing up there. I don't know if I ever got it in the. Oi, Maddie, do you know if there's a beat, you can't get it from the inside? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Toys That Cost Mods, is there a way to make the subtitles bigger and maybe a darker cover or have a border? The background is very light, makes it hard to see. That is a very good question. I will check on the system. Because I actually would probably like that as well. Sound and display. Subtitles as on and off. Tutorials. Probably off actually. I'll turn up the voice. I know that's not the same thing, but Network, controller settings. I'm not sure there is, I'm afraid. That's not ideal. Yeah, I don't know if it doesn't look like there is a way within the game to increase the like size of text, which is, I'll be honest, not great. I'll do my best to just make sure I read everything to you. I know that's not really the same thing, and it's not, but that's not unfortunately that is the game, it seems. Kofi Sam, hi Johnny, have some money to celebrate my clear mammogram / ultrasound clear. Have had a worrying couple of days, but I officially don't have cancer. Have a great day. That's brilliant news. Congratulations on not having cancer. That sounds like some bad days, but I'm glad they're behind you. Kofi from Cold K, hi Johnny, Sasha Mods, Cat Chat and Cats. No news today, but I'm excited to see back in action, and also have a very warm cat in my lap. Have a happy stream. Well, thank you, and I'm having a good time so far. Uffit, wizard shit, like in PITCRAWLER, go back it. Thanks, Uffit. And Chad is very upset you don't have your flasks on your D-pad down button. Why the fuck would I do that? I've got 2 different flasks I need to do. What, I'm going to be swapping, I'm going to be like cycling through them mid-battle. No, fuck that. I've got them on my, on my triangle. That way I can just, boom, easy. My D-pad down button. What, so I just press square? No, thank you. Okay. I didn't pick the Swordstone key, so I can't go in there yet, which is just as well, because I am not ready. Rest at Sight of Grace. Now, because the astrologer, I think the astrologer starts at a too high a level to be... Oh, and also I don't yet have the ability to level up. I forgot that. That's fine, though. Oh, whoops. Okay. We got a finger severer and a tarnished furled finger. A lot of fingers in this game. Use as a host of fingers to select a summoned player and send them back to their world. This phantom blade severs the link formed by a furled finger, but the maidens scorn those who abuse its use. Interesting. A finger of corpse wax, furled like a hook. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Okay, so again, previous tarnished. And I am the host of fingers. So the host of fingers is whoever's world it is. A lot of stuff to do with fingers in this game. Which, I mean, I guess... Oh, because it's a ring! Fingers and the ring. The Elden Ring goes on the finger, and so it's all fucking fingers. Yeah, okay. Open! And here, it seems, we find the lands between. Limgrave. And that big old thing would be the Erd Tree, which one assumes forms the centre of the lands between, and probably is the source of its existence. I mean, like, if this is like a weird sort of afterlife Valhalla, well, it says the lands between, so one assumes one assumes that is between life and death. Oh, hello.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we?
Yep.
Come to the lands between train for the Elden Ring?
I have indeed.
You have. No shame in it.
Good.
Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
What?
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Don't like that.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare.
Oh, good. Hello, Vare.
Take care to listen.
Thanks for being my shining ray of hope.
With grace. The golden light.
Okay. So grace is what keeps us going.
You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times.
Yeah.
That is the guidance of grace. The path that a tarnished must travel.
Yeah, although don't actually, because otherwise you'll be horribly underleveled.
Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
that was delivered in such a oh shit, did I say that bit out loud?
Grace's guidance.
Yep.
The castle Stormvale. Over
Yep,
on the
there it is.
the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Drafted.
Okay. So demigods, one assumes, are the descendants of Marika, I think it's it?
Time you set off to Castle Stormvale. If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
You've got a lot of blood on you, mate. Like, just like, if you want to not seem super suspicious,
It's time you
maybe that's, you know, maybe work on that. Yeah, White Mask Vare is a bit of a massive prick. So a core question then is, what is grace? It animates the tarnished, it guides us. It seems to have some connection with the Erd Tree because it's... Was there something in the first grace? It is merely a cycle. Interesting. Oh, what we got here? Small golden effigy. Oops, no, that's the map. Oh, that's just... That doesn't actually... Okay, that doesn't actually give me any lore. It's just a little effigy of Marika. Queen Marika. So already in my playthrough, just like paying attention to stuff, I've already learned something I didn't realise in the original game. Because I thought the Lands Between was like a physical place. Whereas actually it is a semi-afterlife place where, like, it may be in the physical world, but it seems unlikely. I'm just going to sneak by this guy because I am not leveled to face him yet. And while I did beat him in my playthrough when I was horribly underleveled, it did also take me 6 hours, so probably not going to do that. Hang on, are those real folks up there? Yeah, those are... Alright. So that's not ideal. People... So here's a question. These people who have been crucified in the image of Queen Marika, do you think that was the shattering? Like, that's indicative of how fucked up the world has gone? Or do you think that was just, like, part of the Lands Between always? Because if the latter, that's not great. It's pretty fucked up, if you ask me. Another Site of Grace, lovely. And a fellow. A dude.
You're tarnished.
Yes, I am.
I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat.
Okay, so tarnished
Why not purchase a little
do a lot of
something?
killing.
I am Carly, purveyor of fine goods.
Hello, Carly, purveyor of fine goods. What about you?
I am of a nomadic people selling wares as I travel.
So probably one of
The
those
land has been tainted
loners.
by madness
from
since the
here.
shattering of the Elden Ring.
Okay.
It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Okay, so everyone who's not a tarnished. So who in the... So there's demigods, there's tarnished, and one assumes there must be just, like, the dudes who I'm killing. Because I guess those aren't tarnished. They've succumbed to madness following the shattering. So were they just people who lived in the lands between? Because that's interesting.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit.
I
The
will.
crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But
Well,
the
that's,
important
you know,
thing
you're a
is that
merchant.
you survive. Every customer counts, after all. You know, you should buy
Oh, yeah,
yourself
okay.
crafting
I was...
essential. The kit
Yep,
costs
thank you. Thank you, Carly. That's just the same stuff again. Purchase. Okay. What can I get? I should probably get... I mean, let's start with the crafting kit. And there's a bunch of other stuff I should buy, but I can't quite yet. Ooh. Flask of Wondrous Physic and Waypoint Ruins. Let's start... Ooh. Let's start... Let's get the Waypoint Ruins note. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure I know most of this stuff and will encounter it anyway. But it's nice to, you know, just in case there's any little lore goodies.
my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Yes. Yes, I have. And what do we got? A smithing stone. Okay, let's have a quick look at these things. Smithing stone. Smithing I've already. Smithing stone is found throughout the lands between, and mining galleries built to excavate it can be found everywhere. Okay. And yep. Fair enough, nothing particularly interesting there. Use smithing, can I? No, I don't have quite enough to strengthen an armament just yet. Okay. On we go then. So, these guys are dressed the same as that boss I faced, the Godric soldier, so one can assume they are soldiers for Godric the Grafted, the demigod who lives in that castle. Dead. Oh, another smithing stone. Wonderful. Oh. Ha! 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 What a kukri. What have you got to say for yourself, kukri? Curved blade, it is sharp enough to slice flesh cleanly. So this is a throwing weapon. Okay. No lore to it, but good to know. And over here we see another Godric soldier. Shh. Quiet. Yes, shh. It's okay. Oh. There we go. Lord Sworn's Bolt. One assumes those are the bolts of one sworn to a lord. But let us... Well-crafted bolt with an illustrious design wielded by regulars of a lord's army. Okay. So the Lords Sworn are the armies of, well, the lords, one assumes, the demigods. And they have been tainted by madness, according to Carle. Oh, what are you? A ruin fragment. Okay. Is a rune fragment not a crafting material? Well, what is it then? Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Something lurks among the waypoint ruins on the roads through Limgrave. Yeah, I picked that up. Okay. Oh. Some fragments found near places where runes have fallen from the sky. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky. Okay, so there used to be a temple in the sky that fell down. One assumes during the shattering? Feels like a reasonable assumption. Oh, incidentally, chat, just so you know, I'm not going to be killing any animals that don't want to kill me, because I mean, these guys, obviously, because they give you prizes. But aside from these guys... oh, wait, no, this guy just gives me... It would give me my flasks back, but I haven't used any flasks. Still. But, oh, where was that? There was a glowing skull. It was a glowing skull that... Here you go. Huh! A golden rune. 1. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnished, provided a finger maiden can be found. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, the lingering trace of gold. Okay, so everyone in the lands between has some grace inside them, which comes out in the form of runes, which indicates tarnished. So one assumes that what that means is tarnished are dead. Tarnished are the dead from outside, whereas everyone else in... Oh, hello. A chamber lies under the ruins. Nice. Whereas everybody else is... Oh, damn it! Really thought that kick was going to get you. Gonna try it one more time. Kick. 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 Yes! Well, that didn't go amazingly, but, you know. Ew, come on. Come on, lad. Well, I haven't tried this glintstone arc yet. Oh, and maybe I won't. Actually, I probably should. Okay, well, that was alright. Ah, I see. So it sails through people. That's handy. Oh. Hey, pal. Chop, chop, chop. Oh. Hey, buddy. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Okay, so his shield doesn't stop magic, which is very handy to know. Chop, 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 chop. Good. So far, everything's coming up back. That name again. Back Kickstarter. Right. Where next? Up here. Oh, another. Oh, nope. Come on. There we are. You coming, mate, or what? Hey-oh, come on. Ha! Chop, hack, chop. And another one? Nope. Right. Ooh. A goodie. A ruin fragment. Oh! Every time before, it's just... yeah, like that. Shh. Go to sleep. Actually, as I recall, it's not quite enough to kill him. Ooh, and some smouldering butterflies. Oh, I have attracted a friend. A friend's. Oh, just gonna have a quick drink. Oh, alright, yeah, you're the... I remember you. Wizard, mate. Wizard, 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 wizard. Wizard. Oh. Hold on, I need to drink some more wizard juice. Oh, shit. And some non-wizard juice, just some normal lady juice. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Drink. Ah! I'm getting... yes, there you go. Godric Knight Gauntlets. Lovely. Knight Gauntlets. We know how to wear them. Knight's Gauntlets. Okay. Godrits worn by knights loyal to Godric granted. Time has yet to dull their luster. Yeah, let's wear them. Yeah, that's nice. That looks good. Gonna be a little bit Fashion Souls about this whole situation, I think. Not too Fashion Souls, but a little bit of Fashion Souls never hurt anybody. Oh, hello. Thin Beast Bones. I have a suspicion I know what the description of Thin Beast Bones is going to be, but I'm going to look at it anyway, because it's important. Oh, and the Smouldering Butterfly. An eternally burning butterfly found near wildfires and elsewhere. Serves as the kindling for a number of items. Thin, hard beast bones. Material used for crafting items. Found by hunting beasts. Okay. And down we go. Ba 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 ba! Ash of War, Storm Stomp, and Whetstone Knife. Oops, wrong one. Whetstone with a cipher inscription, made to look like a small knife blade, allows the use of Ashes of War at a site of grace to bestow new battle arts and affinities to armaments as skills. The battle arts and affinities will depend on the Ashes of War used. Interesting. So, okay. So, what interests me, there's the cipher. A cipher inscription. Because that's the same thing. There was a cipher inscription on my wooden shield as well. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Storm Stomp. One of the skills that channel the tempests of Stormvale. Stomp hard on the ground to kick up a momentary storm. Okay. I'll be honest, I've tried Storm Stomp. I think it's a bit garbage. It never really did anything for me. But, oh, I should check the Discord. Oh, a few requests to turn the voice volume up a bit more. Is that my voice? I will... turn... I will increase my voice volume a wee bit. Oh, no, I'm not sure I actually have the ability to... Oh, yeah, no, I do. How about now? Any better? Oh, game voice. Sorry. I'll raise the game audio in general a little bit. And moreover, I will go to the sound. Where is it? Sound and display. Voice is up to 10. I'll turn the other stuff down a little bit just so there's... And then I've turned the game audio up, so hopefully that should help. Kofi from Tracy. Happy stream day to all. I backed PITCRAWLER yesterday. Yes, thank you. I've only ever played the Jane Austen RPG Good Society, but I am happy to support your and Sasha's work and possibly make PITCRAWLER my further venture into the RPG world. Those are very different, but I actually think that they are... I don't know. I think if you like the one, you might vibe with the other. Just because they're both about collaborating with other players to create a specific vibe, a specific atmosphere. In the one case, like that of a Jane Austen, a Jane Austen romantic novel, and in the case of PITCRAWLER, the vibe of a fighting fantasy lone wolf style, over the top ridiculous fantasy game book. So I think that they are, while obviously very different, radically so. I think you might find that you enjoy, if you enjoy ridiculous fantasy, I think you will enjoy PITCRAWLER. And if you enjoy having fun with friends, I believe, well, a friend, you will also enjoy PITCRAWLER. Just gonna... I want to get just a tiny bit more damage so I can actually kill him. And I feel like is there another dude somewhere? Have I missed a dude? Oh, what do you get? Godric's Soldier Helm. Bolt. More bolt. Oh, and... Herba. Oh no, is that Herbs or Herba? I think it's Herba, but surely... That's fine, it's fine. Map for Limgrave West. Map found. Hey, lovely. Yes. Whoop. Oh, no. Ah, there we are. Godric Soldier Greaves. Ah, and my flask's back. Glug, glug, glug. Glug, glug, glug. Glug, glug, motherfucker. Jess, stop! Stop it, Jess! Jess is telling everyone you can secretly have extra players in PITCRAWLER, and while technically true, it's not balanced for that. The game might be marginally unbalanced. Admittedly, the game explicitly rejects balance, but also, I mean, yeah, like you can have an extra player. Like the one caution I would have with multiple players in PITCRAWLER is just that, like, because it is balanced for one, the adventurer gets like a bit omnicompetent by the end. Ooh, an Erdleaf flower, which means that if you play a campaign with if you play a series of adventures with multiple adventurers, and they survive a long time and get to a reasonably high level, you will probably find a lot of those high level characters, while they might have they'll have different vibes, but mechanically speaking, they won't necessarily be specialized in the way that you tend to look for in a multiplayer RPG. Jess says, I personally would never go past 2 and wouldn't advise to, but I've done it and it worked. So that's really good to know, because like we have had a few questions, so it's really nice to hear that like you have, like, because I'll be honest, I haven't tested it with multiple. No, stop casting. Back. But that is really good to know. So yes, if you needed another reason to back PITCRAWLER, other than the fact it fucking rules, and you'll be supporting me and Sasha in a really, really good way, that is it. You can theoretically play it with more people. Now let's just rest up at this here Grace and see. Just, you know, I imagine nothing interesting will happen. I'll just have a rest. It's been a while, you know. Just having a sit down. Ooh. Who is it?
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Interesting. Keep mentioning the fog. Melina. Oh, something interesting with is that an injury or a tattoo?
Offer you an accord.
Her eye doesn't seem to open, but it may.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Again with the fingers.
They serve the Two Fingers,
The
offering
two fingers.
guidance.
We
and
meet the two
aid
fingers later. There.
to the
Weird.
tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Sad.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Okay. So, Finger Maidens serve the two fingers, turning runes into strength, as in which one assumes is transferring the grace that was in the thing that you killed, because grace is in everything in the Lands Between. So it must be so the Finger Maidens can take the grace that was in the things that are dead and have been converted into runes and imbue them. So as you're leveling up, you are getting more grace. Like, you are just becoming more graced. So the two fingers must have something to do with grace and the transfer of grace and the channeling of grace. Kofi from Probs Not Hawkeye. Howdy again. I've got a dog in my lap. Got another friend to agree to let me run them through the 0.7th edition of PITCRAWLER. Backed first edition on the kicks on the first day. Yeah! And I've got hummus. It's a pretty good day made better by the stream. Thanks for the vibes. You are very welcome, and I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Then it's settled.
It is.
Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Oh, another ring. Calls it a whistle, though.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Ooh.
Torrent has chosen you.
Lovely.
Treat him with respect.
I will. Let's see if we can
Shall
level
I
up.
turn your runes to strength?
Yes, please.
My hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Oh, yes, I can get
Your thoughts,
only the one.
your
Probably
ambitions,
get that vigor up.
principles you would follow.
Thank you. Can't talk with you at all at the moment, can I? Sword chest. Any of this stuff I want to put in the old chest. I'm probably going to use the chest to keep track of the stuff that I have examined. I don't want you. Oh, I haven't looked at you. Lord Sworn's Greatsword. Wielded by regulars of a lord's army. Though blackened and damaged by years of use, it appears to have otherwise been kept in serviceable condition, despite the soldiers having long since lost their minds. Okay, so that confirms that like soldier, like all the like the people who lived in the lands between, whether they were living or dead, unclear currently the status of the people who lived in the land between. They've all gone mad since the shattering. And blows from this weapon cannot be parried. Interesting. Charge attack whirls the iron ball around for increased force before striking. Lovely. But we've read those now. Astrologer staff. Bolt. Widespread common type of bolt, yeah. Scripture wooden shield. Oh, so it's scripture. Interesting. So you're deflecting holy damage with... So... Okay, so the cipher is scripture. There's something holy about the cipher. Good to know. Loyal to Godric the Grafted. Okay. Oh, and I'm not going to be keeping the Astrologer's Hood because I don't wear it. Probably put you away. Rust stained. Ugh, no thank you. Okay. Right then. Next up, gonna just have a wander over here. Who knows why? Who could possibly know why anyone might wander over here?
Oi,
What?
you there.
Oh shit! Hold on. I'm busy! Ah, balls.
Anyone look me in the eye. I'm not that
Ah, okay. Oh, oof. Oh, you prick. First death, I didn't mean. But hey, that's just the way it is, innit? Now, who was it over here who was talking to me?
You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Is it? Oh no, it's not you. Thought.
You? Yeah, you there. Stop pretending you can't see me.
Hello?
What'd you go and do that for?
You were a bushmate.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some
Look at this
clods turned
chap.
me into a tree.
Who?
You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you.
I don't know if we ever found
Name's
out.
Bok. I was pushed
Who is
out
the
of
clod
cave,
that turned you into a tree?
told not to come back.
Oh no.
Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree.
That...
Lucky
Okay, I feel like you skipped a step there. I feel like...
Oh, when they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned.
Oh
So
no.
this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Yeah, of course I can, mate. I love a mushroom.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the
Ooh.
cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that might be nice.
Right, but I'll need a moment.
Yeah, okay.
I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself.
That's fair.
My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
I'm sure it's alright.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Okay. A cave on the shore. Got it. Also, I realised I'd never looked at what the hell, like, was it? So, let's see. A delicate goldwork ring can be used as a finger whistle. I don't know what a finger whistle is. Sound the whistle to summon and ride Torrent, the spectral steed. Upon his death, the spectral steed can be summoned again, but doing so drains the flask of crimson tears. Okay. Mushroom! A fungal growth that thrives in the damp thickets and elsewhere. Material used for crafting items. Its thick, spongy flesh makes it a key component in throwing pots. Oh, in throwing pots, yeah. Erdly flower. A dusky yellow flower that has started to fade to brown, found throughout the lands between. Said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erd tree in days of antiquity. Okay, it said something right at the start of the opening narration. It said the fallen leaves tell a story, so one assumes those are the leaves of the Erd tree. Interesting. And herba. Evergreen leaves that give off a faint light. This very common medicinal plant can be found in thickets and elsewhere. Okay, so medicinal leaves. And, of course, what I should be doing, I should have done already. Actually, no, I like to use it instead of you. Torrent! Ba -ba -ba -ba! It's a horse, riding through the lands of course. It's a horse. Well, I mean, it's not a horse, though, is it? He's got horns. And, horses don't generally have horns, so he's a steed. He's a steed. Hup! Double jump. Can double jump and just grab shit from the ground, which... Ooh, a tree and beast surcoat. The surcoat depicts the distant Erd tree and the beast regent, an emblem of the golden lineage. Both are symbols of glory now past. Okay, so the beast and the Erd tree are symbols of the... So Godric the Grafted is a member of the golden lineage, which is associated with the Erd tree and the beast, whatever that is. And one assumes those are descendants of Godric of Godwyn the Golden, who was the one who was mentioned in the opening cinematic, because, you know, that makes sense. Godwyn, Godric, those are very similar names that people would, you know, maybe get kind of confused about, but not me, obviously. Other people might get confused about the difference between Godric and Godwyn. But Godwyn the Golden was murdered in the Night of Black Knives at the Shattering. Okay, some Lost Grace. Just going to have a little level up. Just a touch, just a taste. I might actually up my strength just a little bit. Just a tiny little smidge, so that I can murder those soldiers with a backstab. Oh, I should really have gotten that torch. Still. Too late now. Wolf. Dead. Wolf. Oh, not dead. Oh. Wolf jump. Oh, wolf down. Wolf. Wolf jump. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, cave moss, lovely. Cracked pot. Some dead soldiers. One assumes eaten by wolves. Bunch of thin beast bones. A glowstone. Some silver firefly. Another golden rune, but only a level 1. Oh. Cave moss. Cave moss. That famous vocalist from the Lands Between, Cave Moss. I'm trying to think of like a Kate Moss parody title for Elden Ring, but it's not coming. Glowstone. Polished ruin fragment that shines brighter than rainbow stone. Emits light from the location it is placed, illuminating surroundings. However, the effect is short-lived and it lacks the diverse colours of rainbow stones. May serve some benefit in dark places or at night. And Silver Firefly. Firefly that gives off a silvery light. Material used in crafting items, found near bodies of cold water untouched by sunlight. The light of fireflies is believed to have alluring magic. Silver light is considered to invite riches. Interesting. And this empty pot somehow mends itself when broken. Essential vessel for crafting cracked pot items. The materials and magics sealed within deploy their effects when the pot is thrown. Okay. What I might do, I might craft... What can I craft? Fire pot. A cocktail of incendiary materials is sealed inside. Sharpened throwing knives. Dried roa raisin. Feta torrents when riding to restore his HP. Humans are unable to digest roa fruit, but Torrent seems to have a taste for it. Once used to entertain children on the fringes of the Land Between. So there did used to be children in the Land Between. So, like, there were living people who lived and had children in the Land Between, at least at some point. And yeah, this doesn't have any lore. That's just multiplayer mechanics. Let's craft a fire pot and put it in here. Why not? Oh, I should probably have a drink and another. Beastman of Faramazula. Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. Nice. Feldrake Talisman. So, what have we learned? We've learned there's a place called Faramazula, and there's Beastmen there, or a Beastman. If there's only the one, he's now dead. If there are many, well, the rest of them are there. And a Feldrake Talisman. Boosts fire damage negation. Depicts a red ancient dragon. The ancient dragons, who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree, would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. And so it is the shape of the dragon, and so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Okay. So, the ancient dragons existed before the Erd Tree, and they had lords. There were lords that existed before the Erd Tree. Okay. Let's head back. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a little teleport. Are you good, mate? Are you... Okay, he's just doing it for attention. Don't, like, this. Just leave him, you know. Oh, someone up here, I think. Or is this the way? Oh no, this is just the way back to the Grace, yeah. level up. I just want to get pretty much everything up to 10 to begin with, just so I'm not horribly deficient at anything. Yeah, Maddie, like I know, don't you worry. Now, time to go and have just oh no, I actually I'll just kill you. I don't actually have the runes to actually no, maybe I'll use some of my golden runes. Ooh, root resin, that's new. Resin secreted from the roots of the great tree can also be found near trees on the surface. The roots of the great tree were once linked to those of the Erd tree, or so they say, and it is for this reason catacombs are built around great tree roots. The great tree? I've never heard of the great tree. That's wild. The great tree. So those are the roots you find in catacombs. Okay. Oh, come on. Just want a giant dragon, a great dragonfly head. I was just curious because I don't think I've ever read the head of a large dragonfly. Long believed to have the ability to neutralize poisons. Yeah, okay. Great. Cheers, mate. Just going back to my old friend Carle. Probably gonna sell a few things. Maybe buy a few things. Nothing else. I wouldn't worry about it. Just normal things. Just normal, fun things. Also gonna. Oh no, I don't have the runes. Okay, Carle.
Wait, well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Yeah, all right. We'll talk.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you?
Of course.
My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold.
Okay.
Which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey.
Okay.
But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered.
Okay, so the Shadowing in the Elden Ring messed up those who had grace.
Your people, the Tarnished, and mine.
Oh, so they have to travel and trade for grace. They don't just get it from the Erd tree like everyone else. Or, like, they don't just get it from the lands between. I don't know if it comes from the Erd tree, but... Okay.
Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin.
Of course.
We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak.
Well, that's a sad code.
We are deeply unforgiving.
It's a very sad code. Here's our code. Be miserable. Just everyone be miserable all the time. That's our code. I'm not going to use... I don't think I'm going to be using crossbows. I don't want to sell like those sorts of items for now, but I will, because this is just how much you get from the. Actually, first up,
Goodbye.
I'm going to strengthen my staff, because you know, I want to be able to kill things more with it.
What is it?
Yeah, I think I might purchase a cookbook and a note about a flask.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Yes. So we have... Oh, I didn't look at the cave moss. Fundamental ingredient for medicinal boluses. Faintly luminescent moss that grows in dark caves. Okay, great. Wonderful. What do we got? A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Ah, bone arrows. Bone arrow teat. That's what happens when you shoot someone in the chest with a bone arrow. A flask of wondrous physics still remains in the third church of Marika, north of the Mistwood. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail north. Okay. I will. Let's just have a rest. I'm sure that everything is... Oh, talk to Melina.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree.
It is from the Erd Tree then, Grace. Then.
Once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring.
Okay.
If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring. Upon the cliff,
Oh, yeah.
demigod,
Okay,
if the
good,
rays
good,
and the
good.
Elden, as an ally, pray to face the.
Okay. Let's just leave for now. So shard bearers are... So demigod shard bearer. One of them is in the castle. And the grace is pointing me that way. Okay. Let's have another... What? Oh. That's weird. Oh. I think I might need to... Damn it. Really thought I'd... There's another grace I need to rest at first, unfortunately. That's fine. Don't you worry. Everything's fine. Everything's going well. Nobody needs to worry about where Jonny's going. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. That's the sound of the jump. Yeah. What? Oh, what the hell? Oh, I need to fast travel? Okay. Alright, alright. I'll just... Apparently I need to fast travel.
This way, tarnished.
Oh, okay.
I have a word.
Okay, that's weird. That's fair. You were in the opening cinematic, though you weren't given a name.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I can call the spectral steed.
As I had hoped.
Is there
I was
something up with
entrusted
her?
this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
Is there something up with... Is there something up with her... With Renna's left eye? Or, like, right eye? It's hard to... Yeah. So, Melina's left eye is closed and has a mark. And Rena's right eye is closed and has a mark. Okay. Interesting. That heavily implies that there's some sort of
It is
connection.
a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Ashes unreturned to the Erdtree. Okay.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
So the Tarnished serve the two fingers. Interesting. Ashes unreturned to the Erdtree, indicating that most ashes do return to the Erdtree. Okay, alright. Is that how they regenerate? Do ashes return to the Erdtree and then they come back, and that's why the enemies return each time? Lone wolf ashes. Spirits of wolves chased from their pack? They later encountered a nameless Tarnished who welcomed them as hunting companions. The wolf spirits overwhelm enemies with their agility, aiding the summoner in combat. Oh, yeah, buddies. We can be friends. Spirits can only be summoned in the vicinity of a rebirth monument. That's all rules. Okay. Wonderful. And with that, I think we've probably we've come to the end of our time. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Thoroughly enjoyed hanging with you. Thoroughly enjoyed playing Back Kickstarter. No, Back PITCRAWLER. Back PITCRAWLER. Back the PITCRAWLER. Please check out our Indiegogo. It is... I'm so proud and excited for PITCRAWLER, and I really want everyone to get a chance to play it. We have if you're not sure about backing it completely sight unseen, we do have a quick start guide, which gives you truncated. It gives you the full rules. It gives you guide, you can take an adventure up to level 4, and it gives you a bunch of options. Basically, it gives you the full game, but with a lot less options. There's only, I think, 10 backgrounds rather than the full 50. A lot of the random tables and resources in the full game aren't there, but it is you can play a full game of PITCRAWLER First Edition with the quick start. So if you're unsure, if you're unconvinced, download it, give it a read, give it a play. Get an adventurer up to level 4 quickly before the end of the month. Before the end of May. And then be like, oh, I need to get it to level 5. I need to get them to level 5. And then you're like, oh, I'll need to back the Indiegogo. And then back the Indiegogo. I'm going to be hitting this really hard because marketing is... It's much harder for an Indiegogo because Kickstarter has a huge built-in user base. It has a lot of inbuilt marketing stuff, which Indiegogo doesn't, unfortunately. Kickstarter is also doing some really dodgy-looking blockchain stuff, and so we didn't feel completely comfortable continuing. So we have hopped over to Indiegogo, which we feel really good about. We really like Indiegogo, but it also means that it's very much like, please go back. Just every supporter is so appreciated. So thank you all. I've really enjoyed this first Elden Ring stream. Actually, I'm quite enjoying. I know it's slow because I'm literally reading everything, but also I like reading all that. I like reading all the descriptions and thinking about them. And I like showing this. It's an oblique world, kind of a dumb one, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. And I'll be honest, I've already figured out more about the game than I knew when I was just playing it, just because I was actually listening and thinking about the opening stuff when it described, and I was like, oh, the land between, that's not actually a real place. That's behind fog, which could be metaphorical of death, could be a real place that you just can't find because of fog, but either way, you do need to die to get there. So, thank you all for joining me. Do we have any raids? And thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jessica Crimes, our mod, for stepping in. Jess wasn't able to do this to mod this stream, so Jess has very kindly stepped in. So, thank you. Don't see anyone to raid? Okay, fair enough. In which case, thank you as always, and as they say in the as we say at the end of every stream, tarnished, maidenless. Seek the Elden Ring. Bye.